Howdy, folks. Live stream, Bug Hunter, Sunday. Gotta turn my volume down. How's everybody doing? It's Sunday, May something, and I'm here to play some songs, like I do every 2 weeks sometimes. Figure I'd play some songs, answer some questions, hang out, chat. If folks have things they want to talk about, let's talk about them. Let's see. I need to. There we go. Cool. I'm gonna play a song. Here we go. Broken clocks right twice a day. Mine spins in reverse and may have doubled odds and better luck. Now it's twice as good as worthless junk. My heart's as healthy as a horse, but my hard hat's looking hardly worn. That other steel-toed boot'll drop, but I don't know when or how to stop. I wish I had a secret code to signal me to take it slow. I need a sign like calculus, cause my limit does in fact exist. So slow down, foe. Guess do yoga poses and learn to love the lull and just breathe, breathe, breathe. Alright, I'm good, I think I'm smiling and nodding, but surveillance cameras caught me laugh maniacally, headbutting every obstacle. I've got to turn it off and pick back up when I am calm, even with an invitation. Boy, you gotta learn to knock, don't knock it off. And do me one favor, remember the safe word. I get that passion motivates and crashes down like ocean waves, but tunnel vision's toxic, man. You're not John Henry, take a breath. That might sound harsh when you are used to head rubs, praise, and sugar cubes. I just hate to see you racing towards behaviors that we shouldn't reward. So slow down, foe. Guess do yoga poses and learn to love the lull and just breathe, breathe, breathe. Alright, I think I'm smiling and nodding, blending in and getting on, but no, I haven't fooled the cameras in my camel camouflage. I'll take it off, and I won't spit on anyone, even with an invitation. Boy, you gotta learn to knock, oh knock it off. And do me one favor, remember the safe word. And I have no construction crew to build this introduction tune, but it's sound and under budget too. The chords work, the beat works, the verse and melody works, and these words, they each work, have purpose versus knee-jerk. Safety first, let's be sure our neon PPE works. Now the only thing that needs work is the last bit of the bridge. I think I'm smiling and nodding, my old manner nodding off. It's just my neck is getting tired, so much nonsense to hold up, just take a pause. But don't give up the dream. If they change the locks behind you, you can find another key and hope. A smile and a nod's the only signal they have seen. You're no machine, but there's no shame in blowing off a little steam. So hear me knock, hear me hammer, hear me yell, and don't knock it till you try to knock or try the bell. Oh, let me in. The trip has been paid for and you have a wait for, so don't waste the day or delay it for later. But do me one favor, remember the safe word. Cool. That's safe word. Thanks everybody. Cool. Let me read some comments real quick. Sophia said, "This is my first Bug Hunter live. Rad. Thanks, Sophia, for hanging out and checking us on a Sunday morning. I like to do these Sunday morning ones for my folks in Europe because it's evening there and they normally miss things. So everybody asked for safe word before I started, so I started with safe word. Puck says the bridge need work. Not gonna lie, yeah, it's the only thing that needs work though. So at least I got that going for me. Matt, Age of Empire says, really need to take some time to listen to some of your songs. Seems like I missed out on a lot. Yeah, I normally like to kind of say, like, if you're here from either Dear McCracken or Disco in the Panic Room or maybe Be Glad I Love You, we have 30 more songs that you can listen to, and they're all pretty good. At least other people think so. So that was a song called Safe Word, first song off of our 2020 album, Bigger Than Myself. It's coming up on a year old, which is crazy. I still think of it as our new little baby album, but J Cloud says, my dog just perked up immediately once the song started. Cool. I don't have a dog with me today. My wife is if you were here on Tuesday, like 5 days ago, I had Oliver in the room, and he was adding some percussion to my music, which was appreciated. But he prefers my wife. He prefers the company of my wife, and so he is downstairs with her right now. So no Oliver today, but maybe next time. Cool. I'm gonna play more music so that people don't get bored. Cool. There's a song called Disco in the Panic Room. I got skills, they don't know where to use me. I'm like the best dressed dude at the new beach. Nice to meet you. I am more the quiet type. I tend to be a shyer guy, as safe as knee and elbow pads and cul-de-sacs with traffic lights. I spend most of my time alone. It's not all that bad, you know. I lost some weight from making space and talking on the telephone. If I look cool, I'm fooling you. At any point, you can't assume my mind's computing every path that screws up what I want to do. Lock the door, steal it too, dancing in the panic room. I made a promise, now I feel nauseous, as if I chugged a cup of stuff you clean your countertops with. But no Lysol will solve this, so I am out of options. It's past my bedtime, I'm honestly exhausted. And I just want to be more than nostalgia. Receive like a hot dog down at the dog park. Be your best friend. The things that I can't shoulder well, I pass on to my older self and hope I learn to cope so I don't end up broke or overwhelmed. Cause vocally, I'm not the best, I'm openly admitting that. If you cared, I doubt you would've made it past McCracken. Yeah, if I look brave, I'm secretly pretending I'm a different me. The one on stage who plays and sings and claps and shouts and basically behind the door, just out of view, dancing in the panic room. I made a promise, now I feel nauseous, as if I chugged a cup of stuff you clean your countertops with. But no Lysol will solve this, so I am out of options. It's past my bedtime, I'm honestly exhausted. But if you want it, now wouldn't it be the best if all the answers to our questions came as sheepish realizations, obvious in retrospective? The answer for anxiety that's crept into your head is as simple as your printer, you forgot to plug it in. Instead of playing Twister with my lyrics cause I can, filling every syllable with lots of bullshit, I instead give you the simple sing-along you're hoping will come next. Do I love this mother up, and dude, I do what I do best. So here's my promise, don't aim for flawless, cause some of your best art is made with chalk on your sidewalk. It's gone when you wash it off, it's not made for fame or profits. It's looking back, giving all you got to top it. in the middle of that song. Didn't notice, did you? Thanks everybody for hanging out. That was Disco in the Panic Room. Thanks for the woos and the whoops and the awesomes and the claps. I really appreciate that. David said, this is a good performance, but it's more thematically appropriate when he has incredibly messy hair. And I'm not sure if you're trying to say that I don't have incredibly messy hair right now, or I do have incredibly messy hair right now, because I did brush it, but yeah, it's about as very little maintenance, so I don't know if you're being sarcastic when you say that. I really don't. I'm sure my wife would have told me if she had seen me before I started, but I didn't tell her I was doing a live stream, so I just... Cool. Everybody likes disco, and is happy about me playing that. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, my hair's getting a little long. Need a haircut for sure. If anyone remembers the days when it was very long in quarantine, that was wild. Can't believe y'all let me do that. Okay, David says this is not my messy hair right now, so I guess this is as good as it gets, huh? We're all watching Matt Age of Empires discover my music in real time right now, so I gotta play some songs that Matt Age of Empires is gonna like, because he's looking for more. Yeah, those two songs were like a quick way to start on a Sunday morning. I literally woke up about an hour ago, after being up very late last night, playing board games. Oh yeah, speaking of, y'all like board games? I'm looking for, some of you are probably involved with this, but we have a Discord, and I'm working right now in the late stages of a board game that I've designed. I also like to design board games when I'm not doing music, and I'm looking for play testers. If you have, if you own Tabletop Simulator and you're over 18, reach out about play testing. I'm actually running a play testing session right after the stream. I think I need another person for that, so if you're interested, doing that. The 18 rule is not because the game is for adults only, it's because I don't have any business as a 29-year-old man playing board games with minors online. So yeah, people have asked me, is this like a not safe for work game? No, but I don't need to play board games with children, so cool. People getting in the Discord. Cool. More songs? Sorry, Brad, WW2 Games asked, do you like Catan? No, I don't. And here's why. It's a good game, but the choices you make in Catan are way too personal. And if you slight me in the beginning of the game, I will go out of my way and lose to make sure that you don't win. And it's just a friendship ruiner. I think I get too involved when I play Catan. And some competitive games are all right, but there's way too much kind of ability for people to kind of be vicious and cutthroat in that game. So cool. So that's my answer to that question. Schwiggity Schwack, he says, can't stay long, but figured I'd launch and lurk to add a viewer support. I appreciate that. That really helps. Enjoy your work, and saw you recently crossed 10K subs. Yeah. So yeah, this is actually, this is the first time that I've streamed since that happened. Yeah, we did a quick rocket jump from 9 to 10. Luckily last weekend we had a little bit of traction on Reddit. Some of you might be here from that, but we were at 9K subs like 3 weeks ago, and now we're at 10, which is a huge jump, because I've been doing this for my YouTube channel is like 5 years old, so going up like 10% like that is huge in like 2 weeks. So thanks everybody for hopping on. We did get Chipotle to celebrate. Everybody asked, what are you gonna do to celebrate 10K? We got Chipotle. It was a subpar experience. We ordered online, and they made me wait 30 minutes, and I ended up, I couldn't wait any longer, so I just got in the real line and had to buy it again. So that was a bummer, but I really wanted Chipotle. Anyways. Some people are here from the War Thunder video. That is also a very cool way that people found us. That was like the first half from 9 to 10, and then the second half was from the Reddit thing. So everybody, Zoltan Sultan with the 500 boost. Yeah, that was cool. I never heard of that game, but it seems pretty rad. Cool. More songs. Sorry, gonna play. Yeah. Okay. More songs. Let's do that. I could do that one. I could do this one. I could do that one. That's not a song. Okay, I'm gonna go hard. Slow down, we can talk it out. We'll backtrack, relax, and we'll track it down. How I carve out a space for this to hold a job and have a hobby as expensive as it is. My neighbors all complain about the noise I make. I pipe down, I haven't made a peep though, but I found my voice in this random noise. Sit back now and welcome to the Peep Show. I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words 'cause there aren't any. One twist from the sounds of it, I've missed half the point, but I got the gist. Now I know what my next step is. Find the perfect words if they exist. Is it words for love? Is it words for pain? And do I stop when they sound the same? Is it better that I pander to the people who will listen to a pivot going 80 just to prove I can be different? Oh, I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words 'cause there aren't any more. Refresh, give me time to rest, to recharge my search for a sound that's fresh. I don't mean to be so down or pessimistic, like an ivy on my skin. I can't resist the urge to itch it with a simple little hobby. All I do is stitch together clever words and sounds, record, promote, design, and finally pitch it. I'm like, please share, please like and subscribe, but all I want to do is leave this unrelated stuff behind. But at the same time, I want to reach 1,000,000 people. I'm feeling like 1,000's out of reach if I don't keep up with the trending times. A brand new state, a new bandwagon with some new pain. Well, here's my new way. Maybe I'm not trending up on Twitter. The only ones I'll reach will be my mom and baby sister. Maybe I'm not bound for money and fame, but my music wouldn't fit inside a status or a hashtag. I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words 'cause there aren't any more. A chorus and the beating in my chest. I'll take my inspiration from the cadence of my breath. I'm searching for rhythm and the cracking on my knuckles. They asked me for a title, said I'm torn between a couple. I'm taking aim and aiming up at second nature off the cuff. I'm vaguely masquerading. I'm faking that I'm brave enough. I'm shaking up the achy stuff and waking all the neighbors up. There ain't enough to waste it, so I'm saving up and making up words. Cool. That's a song called Making Up Words. It's off. It's the first song off of our first album, Torn Between a Couple, that came out in 2017. It's been about 4 years on that one. I appreciate everybody for the claps and the woots and the claps. Rajiv J says, gotta confess, it's been less than a week since I've heard of you, and I've more or less devoured McCracken since. Yeah, that's pretty much. I call McCracken a gateway bug. That's kind of how most people get into Bug Hunter, and I'm glad that you found us, however you did. So, cool. Let me talk about a thing real quick. I don't do ads for other people, but I will just talk about our cool stuff that we're doing. So this is Bug Scouts. If you are into supporting the band at all, we do kind of like a pin of the month. By different artists. This one is by Katie Aff, who has done our mascots for Theory Deer, Cozy Astronaut, and Toddler with a Slingshot. May is Toddler with a Slingshot. It's our little mascot Todd. And so we have a button, we have a sticker, so here's the, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Here's our sticker. You can go to our site and get the sticker. We also have last month's our Dear McCracken one and the Rough Draft She Loved You. So we got several of these. Bus Girl, if you're into Key to Being Lonely, there's Bus Girl. Literal bus girl. And this month we have a merch item that you can only get this month, and I'm super excited about it. And this is our Toddler with a Slingshot Frisbee. It's like a real ultimate disc Frisbee, like regulation size and weight and everything. So if you are into Frisbee, you can grab one of these on our site for the rest of the month. So with that, I won't keep talking about it anymore, but I'm going to play that song. That's called Toddler with a Slingshot, and this is Toddler with a Slingshot. You pay me to exaggerate, I think I've done enough, turning bummers into heartaches and crushes into love. Sometimes our lives are mild, our story's just okay. I'll set your expectations in the middle when I say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And knock me down a peg when I wanna be a big shot. I'm just a toddler with a slingshot. For example, I got cornered by a salesman at a farmer's market booth, selling cheap ceramic bowls meant for dogs to eat their food. I haggle like a master, I showed them how I do. I didn't want one, but I got a deal for two. Hell yeah. I don't have a regret. Or a dog, knock me down a peg when I wanna be a big shot. I'm just a toddler with a slingshot. Don't have the strength, don't have the aim. I'm building up my motor skills and everything's a game. You say I'm harmless, you're probably right, but nothing is more trouble than a toddler going quiet. Keep an eye on me, keep your eye on me. Knock me down a peg when I wanna be a big shot. I'm just a toddler with a slingshot. I asked for half your candy bar, you raise it in the air and split it down the middle, made a perfect little pair. You smiled like a sweetheart, my hand extended out. You winked at me and popped both of the pieces in your mouth. Hell no. That one's a hell no. No mercy with a Hershey. First she knocked me down a peg when I wanna be a big shot. I'm just a toddler with a slingshot. Don't have the strength, don't have the aim. I'm building my motor skills and everything's a game. You say I'm harmless, so did Goliath, but nothing is more trouble than a toddler going quiet. Keep an eye on me, keep your eye and watch me. Well, or I'll raise a little hell. A hell yeah. They asked me for a catchphrase, I didn't miss a step. If their story's kind of boring, you can tell them hell yep. Hell, knock me down a peg when I wanna be a big shot, and I will kick it up the next notch. And if I work, put in the labor, blood, sweat, call in every favor, eat my veggies, say my prayers, push myself to be a danger. I'll be a preteen with a taser. That's a song called Toddler with a Slingshot. Hell yep. If you're looking for some cool merch, we got a Toddler with a Slingshot Frisbee that you can get and throw around. And it's a good Frisbee, not one of those crappy, flimsy ones that brands will give you. It's the kind that you'd like to throw. So one of my favorite things to do with my wife is we go and throw a Frisbee. If I see a good field, we always keep a Frisbee in the trunk and we'll throw a Frisbee. So yeah, that would be a big button. So if you're looking for the button is this size. You don't have to pin this to your jacket. So you can grab both of these and the sticker online. Anyways, merch upsell. Looks like Matt left. I hope he enjoyed his tour of new music. Anyways, thanks everybody for the woohoos and the claps. Appreciate that. Yeah, people join our Discord. It's a really fun community. And what else? Yeah, somebody mentioned that we have a Zoom show in about 6 days. So if you are hoping to come do this, but with Zoom, so everyone can see each other and clap, so it's not like an awkward silence whenever I finish a song and I have to like, just kind of be here awkwardly. We do Zoom shows once a month, and this one is on May 22nd. It's at 2 p.m. Central Time, so Europe folks can totally come to that one in the evening for them. And we have a special guest opening the show with a couple of songs. His name is Spence Hood. He's a good friend of mine. You may have seen his TikToks. He's very big on TikTok. Anyway, he'll be playing a couple songs to start things off. And, I like to find musicians that can kind of start these Zoom shows that if you like Bug Hunter, then you'll definitely like them. So, yeah, so the tickets for that are they're pay what you want. So just respect your budget. If you want to support the band, support the band. If you just want to come and that's not in your budget right now, then just grab a ticket. It's totally fine. Just I'm happy to have anybody there who wants to be there. It's times are tough these days. So feel free to just to hop on. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing Zoom shows for a while. I know things are just starting to kind of open back up, but we're playing it safe with the whole live shows and the vaccines and all that. So hopefully we'll get back to normal pretty soon, and I can play a live show again. That'd be really rad. So, what else? What else did I want to say? Join the Discord. I already plugged the toddler thing, the Zoom show. If you ever want me to come and do a private Zoom show, I also do that. So you can go to our website, and I do several of those a week. If you want like a birthday or a graduation or whatever, Father's Day's coming up, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Then you can pick the whole set list. We'll one-on-one, we'll chat, and I play songs, and I'm about as awkward there as I am here, but it's fun. I think everybody who's ever done it has had a good time and enjoyed it. So, and I send you the set list for the song. I sign set list in the mail. Speaking of, if anybody, I like to do this too. Whenever I play a YouTube stream, I keep a set list on a small piece of paper, write down kind of the songs I played, and sign it. And whoever orders something from our site in the next like 2 or 3 hours will just get it randomly. So not everybody, but one person will. I just pick a random package that day and I just send it out. And even if they didn't watch the stream, then they'll get a surprise thing that they don't have any context for. But if anybody wants to support by buying stickers, we got stickers and buttons and shirts and all that kind of stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, there's a chance that you could get the set list from today's YouTube stream with a signature. So. Cool. Harpier and Jack, I appreciate you not defending my music as a stupid thing. No, there are things that are more important than music. I write songs, and I recognize that there are much more important things and important jobs and important people that you need to prioritize. Your hard-earned money for. But if you have the extra and you want to keep supporting what we're doing and letting us make music videos and just devote my time to writing songs and continuing to do things, then that helps. So. Talia asks, do you have any plans to re-record or re-release Surge of Confidence? Surge of Confidence, for anyone who doesn't know, is the first album that I made before Bug Hunter was Bug Hunter. I guess technically both Surge of Confidence and Torn Between a Couple were both just me in my closet studio, just like writing songs and producing them. But back in the day, there was too many. I shared a Spotify page with a bunch of different people named Bug, and Spotify didn't care enough to separate us out, and so I changed the name to Bug Hunter. And right now, I still consider Torn Between a Couple to be Bug Hunter's first album. Like tonally and thematically, I like it better as kind of an introductory album. Surge of Confidence is kind of like more demos, really. Looking back at it, I'm proud of that album, but not exactly what I want to put like forth for Bug Hunter, which, you know, compared between the two, Bug Hunter has like 120,000 monthly listeners, and Bug with Surge of Confidence has about like 50 monthly listeners. So there's a very large disparity between the two. So if you've ever heard Surge of Confidence, you might know one song from it, Headlights. I kind of revamped and re-recorded because it fit really well into Bigger Than Myself. It's the second song on our third album, and so yeah, I kind of view those songs as old demos that I am free to do what I want with. I don't plan on just like re-releasing it under Bug Hunter as it is, because it doesn't currently fit my standards of like, when I write a song, I kind of have like a mental threshold of like, it needs to be of a certain quality before I release it, and those songs don't anymore for me. So I wouldn't just do it as is, but I do consider some of them fun to mess around with and rewrite some lyrics to, and there might be something happening there. So cool. I'm gonna do, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna do one more song and then hop off, because like I said, I'm playtesting a board game. So if anybody, I still think we might have one more slot to do that. So if you own Tabletop Simulator over 18 and you want to hop into our Discord, go ahead and shoot me a message. But I'm gonna do one more song. This one's for the folks who hopped over here from Reddit. This is probably not the version that you heard if you found us last week. This is the original, but some people still like it, and I still love CJ's animation. So this is a song that I wrote. It changed my life. It's a true story, and it's called Dear McCracken. I just stepped on a plane, my bag's on the shelf. I find my seat in the middle and plan to keep to myself. The pilot comes on, says there's been a delay. So I sigh, buckle up, and prepare for the wait. There's a middle-aged woman on my right by the window. No ring on her finger, maybe divorced or a widow. She's drafting an email, and from where I am seated, I can side-eye that shit, so of course I'm gonna read it. It said, Dear McCracken, this is already great. Dude's got a pen pal and a killer last name. She opens with an inside joke, and she's hoping to set a casual tone. Her words carefully chosen. She was sure that her week spent in Houston would drag, but then a face from her past quickly changed all of that. The trip was for business, she's used to the travel, but this time she's not ready to head back to Seattle. And Dear McCracken, I'd rather be off this plane. I can't admit the half of it that I want to say. Do I pretend? Do I push you away? I'm jet-lagging, McCracken, and I'll give you your space. Now I can tell by the abuse of the backspace key, there's a heart balanced on how her words are perceived. She's retyped that fourth paragraph 4 times, swinging the tone back and forth until she's so satisfied that he knows that even though their paths have diverged, there's an air of regret, but not enough to reverse. And I am stunned, there I sit, completely convinced that once you grow old, you stop dealing with this. The uncertain, the hurting, the feeling like dirt when things don't work out. By the fall of the curtain, she hits send, powers off, and we're ready to go. And I am sad for the passion that McCracken, you might never know. Dear McCracken, I'd rather be off this plane. I can't admit the half of it that I want to say. Do I pretend? Do I push you away? I'm jet-lagging, McCracken, and I'll give you your Dear McCracken. I'm keeping this on my chest. I said a lot of things, none of them what I meant. Do I pretend? Do I try to forget? I'm And I thought by that age, our broken hearts had seen their worst. And I thought that kind of heartache was meant for the young, we're never too old to hurt. And I thought by that age, our broken hearts had seen their worst. And I thought that kind of heartache was meant for the young, we're never too old to hurt. I just stepped off a plane, I've got one regret. I know I'll never get closure or ever see how it ends. No, I won't know his answer, what happens between them, why she kept her cards so close, even she couldn't see them. What gave her such pause when she so clearly wanted to tell you all the emotions she tried so hard to bottle. And I'll never know why she kept the honest truth from you. But oh dear McCracken, in the rough draft, oh in the rough draft, in the rough draft she loved you. Cool. That's a song called Dear McCracken, off of our album The Rough Draft, released in 2018. If any folks are looking to get something off of our merch store, I'm going to be throwing the set list from today's stream and the pick that I used to play it with into that, and I'll sign it and everything. I'll just pick a random order, so I can't guarantee it, but that's just something that I like to do, just because otherwise I just have all these set lists sitting around. So cool. I'm happy to hang out and answer some questions. Thank you, Mr. Fitz. I turned on the super stickers or whatever it's called on YouTube because somebody told me that that was a thing to do in YouTube, and I didn't realize that you could even do it. So you were the first person to ever send me a little pear sticker. I appreciate it. That's very cool of you. If folks want to do that, you can. Otherwise, we just sell things on our site. If you want a sticker, they're like $4 and free shipping and everything for US. So, I got some of those here. Got Tolly with the slingshot. Got our Be Glad I Love You sticker from our Deep Blue Ink made us a video for Be Glad I Love You. I got all these stickers yesterday. I'm really excited about them, and I spent all day packing stickers into just tons and tons of envelopes full of stickers that I'm shipping out tomorrow. So if you want stickers, we got stickers. Cool. Let me answer some questions while folks are chatting. Rajiv says, did your sister-in-law know you were going to whip out a guitar and sing at her wedding beforehand? No. So I think the only people that knew that I was playing a song were the DJ. And then my parents knew because I was staying with them. The wedding was in Tahoe, and so I flew with my guitar, so they obviously saw it. But I snuck it into the wedding venue and told I reached out to the DJ and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing for my toast, and so I just need to make sure you can support a guitar and everything. And so I snuck it in, put it underneath the DJ table, and then he brought it out to me if anyone hasn't seen the video, it's like the very first video on our YouTube. It's the toast that I wrote for my brother when he got married. Almost exactly 4 years ago? 5 years ago. When was that? 2016? No, 2017. And so, yeah, it's an older video, but if you want to see me before Bug Hunter was a thing, that's on our YouTube. And asks, have you been on tour in Europe before? No, I was supposed to go last year. Me and my wife were going to go on our honeymoon, and she allowed me to play one show in the UK. And so I was going to play a song while we were in the UK, but COVID, I don't have to tell y'all. And the handsome athletic brother, yep, same brother. And that is his favorite, Point to Prove is his favorite of my songs, which is great. Quentin asked, do you have any new releases in the pipeline? Not in the pipeline right now. I'm obviously always writing, but do I have something recorded and just waiting to release? No, not right now. Because, and here's why. we have 3 albums full of music at the moment. Thank you for that. Wow, I'm really kind of shocked that people are doing that. Thank you so much for the tip. I just kind of do these for fun, but I really appreciate that. You don't have to do that. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, why I'm not releasing anything right now, and the reason is we have 3 full albums, and we are. If you're watching this right now, there are only 50 people watching this live stream. We are not a very popular band. We're still very underground, and my output over the last 3 years has been probably excessive. For example, last weekend, if some of you saw Dear McCracken, the animation by CJ Prizza, went very, very viral on Reddit, and that's a 3.5-year-old song. And there are still so many people who haven't heard of Bug Hunter. I'm guessing that if you're watching this right now, you probably don't even have that many people in your life that, if they've heard of us, it's because you told them about us, not because you randomly both found us. We're still very underground, very indie. We have gotten further than I ever thought, but we're not playing festivals. You look at a festival lineup, and we're about at like the level of like the very lowest bands on there. And so there's not a huge reason to be pushing out more music right now when we have like a really big catalog that we haven't even been able to tour with. Our last tour was 2 years ago. It's just very, very poorly timed in that we went on a tour in 2019, and then I spent the rest of the year planning my wedding and getting married and busy with a lot of other things. And then right when we were about to start touring again, which would have been a year, COVID hit. And so now it's been 2 years since we've actually toured. And so the number of people who have found Bug Hunter in that time, the majority, I'd say 99%, at least, of people who like our music has never seen us live, because when we toured, we were even less popular than we are now, by about 5x. We still feel like the music we have is something that we need to just keep pushing and getting out there to people rather than trying to write new music. We would love to do like a couple of tours with Bigger Than Myself and with the Rough Draft, to get that music out there before we commit to anything new. So, anyways, Sophia says, "Did Bug just hipster zone us?" Yeah, you're all like super hipster if you like my band. It's very flattering because I think a lot of people don't have context sometimes with the way that music is spreading now. It used to be if you heard something on the radio and you liked it, the chances were good that everybody heard it on the radio and liked it, and it was a band that was pretty popular. But the way that Spotify works now is that the playlist that you get and probably discovered us from, whether it was Spotify or Reddit, they're hyper specific to you, and so they are really just showing you music that you will like, which does not need to be this very popular music. So a lot of people will say like, "Oh, I just discovered your music, and I didn't realize that you are still running your own social media accounts, and literally, like I said, packing all your own merch. I have a giant pile here where I packed a bunch of stickers, and I'm running this all myself because of like Spotify and word of mouth and people sharing with their friends and things like that. But people will say like, "Oh, come to my city. We have this great music venue. It holds like 2,000 people. You're gonna love it." I was like, "You need to find me like a coffee house that can hold like 20 people maximum, because that's about the number of people that will show up for us. Because I don't think people know anymore that the music that they're hearing is not like this very mainstream music. So we're growing and we're trying to get there, but that's kind of the reason that I'm kind of putting the brakes on new music at the moment. I'll say I still am messing around with some Surge of Confidence songs, so there might be something involved with that in the near future. But right now, also moving to Richmond in 2 weeks, and so I got a lot to do. So anyways, that was a big old rant. Everybody is sorry to hipster zone you, but you are if you're listening to Bug Hunter. So and as girlfriend, wife referred to as Ladybug. Yeah, my wife is Ladybug. Just cute name. David says, I was about to say all the people in my life know about Bug Hunter. Yeah, I really, really appreciate everybody who kind of hounds their friends about listening to our band. But, anyways, and says my living room could fit about 25 people. Yeah, actually, so we had a whole East Coast tour planned in 2020. I spent like a month booking it. It was a lot of work, and it just fell apart literally in one day because of COVID. But yeah, I'd say like 30% of those shows were living room shows where I reached out to fans. It was like, do you have a living room? Do you mind if a bunch of strangers come to your house? I will come to your house too, and play a show there. We still do that. So I don't suspect that we're gonna be too big for a living room show once we get on the other side of this. But I really actually like living room shows because my music is very I don't know. It's not meant for loud bars and background music. I do have a lot of lyrical attention that kind of fits better with kind of intimate settings. So. Rajiv asks, so why Bug Hunter? My parents have called me Bug since I was a baby, and my last name is Hunter. So that's it. Sophia says, if you're ever in California, I'm volunteering my living room. Yeah, I probably will. I went to college in California. 2 of the 3 band members in Bug Hunter live in California. Kyle lives in the Bay Area, and Jesse lives in San Diego. And so, yeah, California it's 100% on our map. It's actually easier for me to just fly to California and do a tour with the band there than it is to fly 2 bandmates, one of whom is our drummer, out to Richmond and do an East Coast thing. So East Coast stuff will probably be a little more solo. West Coast stuff will probably be a little more band. I do both. I still consider my solo shows to be Bug Hunter. I've done solo stuff. Torn Between a Couple was all me. Surge Confidence was all me. We kind of DIY the recording stuff, but there's different takes on the full band versus the solo stuff. Solo is just easier for me to kind of get around, and 1/3 the food cost, 1/3 the lodging cost, same gas cost, but it's just easier, less equipment, and a lot of times my dad will he's my road crew chief, and he'll drive me around. We went to Texas once, and he was kind of like he called himself my road crew chief, and he'd help me with my merch and do the driving. So that's probably what it'll be for a little bit. Is it's easier to do full band stuff on the West Coast and then solo stuff on the East Coast. And definitely the Midwest. I'm in Nashville right now. My parents live in Nashville, I love going to Chicago. Chicago is one of my favorite cities to go play in. I think I've done 3 different shows there. I think our first show in Chicago sold out, which was crazy because we had never been there before. And so we sold out this like dinner theater spot. And Boogie Pete was there because Boogie Pete lives in Chicago, and we got to play Boogie Pete for Boogie Pete with a room full of people who didn't realize that he was a real person. So that was fun. We played in Boise. We've played in Denver. We've played in Lincoln, Nebraska, which was rowdy. Was really fun. Everybody, they started moshing to the Key to Being Lonely, which was rad. I'll try and get everywhere. I mean, I still kind of work a full-time job at the moment, so it's just kind of when I can get time off to go and tour and stuff like that. So, but there will be more shows on the East Coast now because I'll be based on the East Coast. So I've been tucked away in Seattle, which is very, very difficult to tour from. Okay, and I'm running out of time. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Hop in our Discord because we can continue the conversation there, and there's a role you can give yourself that will notify you whenever I'm going to do these YouTube streams so you don't miss them. Otherwise, you're at the mercy of YouTube's algorithm to let you know that I'm doing this. But it's mostly every other Sunday and every other Tuesday. So I'll be here again at this same time in 2 weeks on Sunday. No, that's definitely not true. I'm moving to Richmond. I'll be packing and probably, I think, driving to Richmond that day. So definitely won't be here in 2 weeks, but in 4 weeks I'll be here on Sunday. But then every other Tuesday, I'm also here in the evenings, like US time. So I kind of switch back and forth between those, but once a week. So cool. That's it. Thanks everybody. It's been fun. Really appreciate you hopping on, and I will hopefully see y'all soon.